what's up? I was wondering. Listen, I'm gonna just work with what they giving me, okay? What's up, YouTube? It's your girl Sanjay from Orcas of Sanjay, and I'm back with another video. Okay, so the title of our video today is Hate Bait. Unnecessary drama is a no-no, boo-boo. Okay, so before I start this video, I want to start with saying take what resonate and leave what don't. And when I say leave what don't, that means if I say something that stick to you, that don't got nothing to do with you, maybe it's sticking to you so you can use it to help somebody else. Each one teach one. You already know what's up. What's up, y'all? So, I'm gonna get straight into it because y'all know my mind be all over the place and I can forget something so quick. So, anyways, hate bait. I don't know if that's how other people say it, but that's how I chose to address it, as hate bait. And how are people trapped into hate bait? Okay, so like I've been using my intuition a lot more lately, so I can avoid shit that's gonna irritate me. That's hate bait. Like when people are dragging you into drama, that necessarily, like, you know, it don't even benefit you. People are giving information that don't even benefit you. Okay, so what made me confident on this title, which came to me yesterday, the title came to me yesterday, was finally watching some video that I kept on ignoring. So I'm not sure if y'all seen it. I know everybody's algorithm looks different. I don't know, whatever. But it's somebody who posted a video, like a little short, right? And their short title is Trippy Red is Evil. And they got like a picture of a girl sitting on the sink and he grabbing her butt, right? So that's the bait. I'm gonna let you know just straight, because sometimes I'll tell the thing backwards. That is the bait. They calling him evil. They calling the man evil because he took a picture with a girl, and they using that because he currently is in a relationship with somebody and he's building something. So they're using his situation. They're using his situation in an old picture, because people would love to see that. Actually, people in reality, people would love to see him doing bad right now or doing something to hurt Coyle Ray. Like, people love shit like that. So that was good, because in reality, the video wasn't even about no shit like that. The video was just some interview boy talking about how he decorated his house. So it was bait. Like, just like somebody throw a fish out on the line and they put it out there, you know what I mean? Like, the fish gonna eat it, but they don't know that they about to just be in a whole new situation or some shit that they ain't even really want to be involved in. You get what I'm saying? Like, so that's what I'm saying. The first time I seen that video, I seen the thing, I'm like, bro, I don't want to see that shit. First of all, I look old as hell. They want it to be a situation where he's disrespecting Coyle Ray. I'm not saying nothing like I know anything, but they wanted it to be that. So everybody who want to believe that he was disrespecting Coyle Ray clicked on that video. Everybody who wanted to believe that, they clicked on that video. And if they just wanted to be mad at him, they just decided to be mad at him about the other stupid shit that they was talking about. And that's how life works, y'all. So don't get caught with hate bait. That's my suggestion. Don't get caught with hate bait. Disliking somebody and somebody selling you a story, you know what I mean, and then you finding out what it really is, and you like, well, shit, I already done showed up, so I might as well. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's unnecessary. It's unnecessary. People doing that, people baiting people with a lot of shit right now. And that's kind of why I felt like the title was important, because they just choose something. They'll choose something that people decide that they want to be angry at, and that's what they'll name their videos or whatever, and people click on it. Clickbait. But hate, though, I forgot what it's called, because somebody was talking about it on Facebook. They gave it a name. Like, but they're baiting you to do negative things. You should watch people. You should watch out for people like that too. collective. Like if you see yourself as a high vibrational being, or you know what I mean, or you want to be higher vibing or whatever the case may be, you should watch out for stuff like that, because sometimes people just want you to use your negative energy. Like people who always posting negative stuff, like you're gonna have a response to it, or you're not going to be in that. You have to respond. You have to respond if you're always in a room, or it's like, what are you there for? You know what I mean? Even if you're not responding out loud, you're responding in your head. You're giving your energy to it. So don't get caught in hate bait. Let's take all of them. Fuck it. Insight. Divinity. You know what I'm hearing? Say, when I'm saying hate bait right now, I'm hearing like, say if you know somebody with wisdom, say you know somebody, confidence, yeah, you know somebody, kindness and microcosm, you know somebody that be talking shit about people. It's basically like, it's a chance that it could be a situation where somebody talking about somebody they shouldn't be talking about, basically. Either that, or somebody could be talking about you to somebody who feel like they shouldn't, like that person don't have a space to be talking about you. Like, and it seemed like they trying to let them know nicely, but it's like a bear is a bear. Like, it look cute, but it's still a bear. And it's the small details that whoever is talking about you is giving that's going to make this person, give this person a divine ass whooping. The bear person. Baby, you're the reason I'm to be in the last video, we talked about Nos Confunden and Beyond the Ice Walls. We don't have to talk about that anymore. I feel like that topic is met in so many different ways. I talked about it. Like, y'all not confused about that no more. If you were, I got a lot of videos about it. All you gotta do is watch one, and one video will lead you to another, and I have a beautiful rabbit hole of knowledge. I was telling y'all about the wildfires and how I felt about it and stuff like that. After I said what I said about the wildfires, a lot of celebrities started posting and saying the same thing that I said. But you know it's true because they know, because they seen the shit happen. I wasn't there. I just put together the pieces. I think one of the saddest parts about the wildfire is the people that they sacrificed. Like the people that they didn't give the heads up to, the people who spent their money to be out there, get opportunities and shit like that. I'm talking about the multi-thousandaires that lost a lot, you know what I mean, from investing and being there. That's really sad, because they the ones, you know. It's not the millionaires or the 100,000-thousandaires and shit like that, or the multi-100,000daires. Not them. Well, actually, yeah, them too. But like the regular people who just hustling and shit like that, all the money they spent on them homes. It's like people was making fun of people for being out there and paying rent and shit like that. But just imagine people spent bread, like, and paid them houses out just for it to burn down because it's evidence in tunnels under most people's houses that they don't know about. And then that's my thing. So I don't know how this would happen, because when I felt it, I felt like I don't know how it's going to happen. But when the fuck they about to find Michael Jackson? Because why the hell Michael Jackson just keep popping up more and more and more? Have y'all noticed that? Like, Michael Jackson getting popular on the algorithm. And remember they said they thought they seen a man who could possibly be Michael Jackson outside of Diddy house with the drones or whatever. But now it's wildfires, so that's what I was thinking about it, cause wildfires and shit like that. But Diddy talk about move the pizza boxes, so y'all better had to fuck to move Michael Jackson, cause don't play like that before y'all to fuck set all that shit on fire. So I hope they move Michael Jackson, cause Michael Jackson on the algorithm as if he about to just show his face again 11:11 on the clock when I said that, for real. Which is cool as hell. Like, if they, yeah, that's probably true. They probably was keeping a lot of people in them tunnels under there. It's gonna be some people who was held against their will. It's gonna be some celebrities that we thought was dead that's gonna be coming back. Yeah, because Michael Jackson just on the algorithm too much. Like, who the fuck searching up Michael Jackson? I mean, I do, but like not like that for Michael Jackson to be on the algorithm the way that he is. If Michael Jackson is on the algorithm, that's because people are trying to warn you that you're about to visually see motherfucking Michael Jackson, and they're trying to prepare your nervous system. Because after they put him back on the algorithm, it's going to be like, oh, it's going to be people saying shit like, oh, if only Michael was here. And then it's going to be all the people in the comments. They're going to be like, oh, he ain't gone. Didn't y'all hear that he was blase, blase, blah. And then out of nowhere, he just going to pop up. He just going to pop up. That's how they do shit. A nigga just show up and he drowsy as hell, and he gonna be like, they gonna be like, Mr. Jackson, where have you been? Blase, 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 blah. He's gonna be like, I don't remember. I don't know. And then they gonna put him through all these fake ass extensive tests to try to have access to his brain and shit. But y'all need to watch that movie, or no, that show on Tubi called Nikita, because once the people who, like, the celebrities, those real important celebrities who held the secrets, who was dying, once those people start re-emerging, they really gonna be programmed. So I understand that people are shocked by terminologies like clones and shit like that, but technically the clones was safer because like, they just dumb. Clones are stupid. They're just programmed to be and behave like whoever it is face that they got on. Watch Nikita on Tubi. Yeah, so that part. But like, once they bring back the real person, they're gonna be tapped into their minds, controlling what they can say and do. You can do that as science. Like, so we're not going to have the same Michael Jackson that we used to know, because that nigga going to be tapped. They going to have that nigga buzzed, okay? Zzz, zzz, you heard me. But I mean, at least we get to experience Michael Jackson again. But they going to try to do that shit to him like they did to Wendy Williams, because hello, like, it's Michael Jackson. Oh my gosh, and that's what I'm saying. When I'm talking about Michael Jackson re-hitting the algorithm, did y'all hear the story behind Dirty Diana? What the fuck? I didn't know that man was talking about Diana Ross. What the fuck? Diana Ross? Like, Diana Ross? Like, from The Wiz? Diana Ross? Like, So that's another warning. Chosen people, divine people, always hone into your talents, okay? Because as long as you got a skill, can't nobody play with you, okay? Because you always gonna have this beautiful way to express yourself. Because damn, if you really listen back to the words again, to Dirty Diana. Like, what was they doing? Okay, because we understand this. We've covered that. It's tunnels in California. It's evidence that they wanted to burn. And that's why the fires last so long. Because it had to burn through layers of things. But why the fuck they dropping all these new tapes? You get what I'm saying? So that's why y'all need to watch Nikita. Because if you watch Nikita, it's something way bigger that none of us is going to see. All I feel is like a tsunami wave of information. You get what I'm saying? Like, people are going to be shocked as fuck. But the only people that's going to be shocked is the people who wanted to be like, oh, you crazy. Oh, you thinking too much. Oh, that's not real. You always thinking shit like that. Like, no, it's really real. Because it's science. Everything is science, y'all. Magic, religion, spells, chants, science, the universe, God. It's all like within the same thing. Thank you for the like. It's all within the same thing. It's about how you use the power. Like in the United States, they don't make certain information available to you, being aware of how your energy can move things. But I teach y'all stuff like that. But like it is said, power. Like the what do you feel behind it? Power is deep. Like, it's like involving all the elements. Is love. Is you gotta believe it. Okay, so like, I don't do certain things because I don't care about all things. But like, I like to practice my power with the weather. Like, I like stuff like that. That's what I like to do. That's what I take interest in. I like to work with nature. Like, I like to know that I can motherfucking tell the trees what to do. I can tell the wind what to do. I can tell the sun what to do. I like knowing that I can do stuff. That's what I care about. Okay, like, I'm a little things person. So that's what makes me happy. Like, you know, give me a sign and then the light shine a little brighter on you. You know what I mean? But you got to believe those things, because sometimes if you don't believe in what you're saying or what you're asking for, you can still get what you're asking for and deny that you are the one who manifested that thing. And then it's like, damn, so now you can move the sun and you don't even believe yourself. You know what I mean? But that's because you are taught here not to believe yourself. But it's literally that deep, because if you can ask God, right? Like I just told you, it's all the same. Spells, chants, write it down on a piece of paper and burn it. It's all within the same thing. It's all about the power that you give it. And the power that you give is crazy, because it's the power that you give it. And if you don't give it no power, it don't work. So that means the power is you, right? Right. So I would say just practice certain things. Like me personally, like I said, I like nature. I like to work with animals and shit like that. I like to work with insects. Because I'm just not, honestly, I'm a technical version of antisocial. And I'm preparing for like the apocalypse, whether it happens during my lifetime or not. And I just see fit in being able to connect with the plants, the animals, and the weather more. Because I'm telling you, I could have Debo on my team, but I could also have a lion. Like, fuck Debo. I'm good. Like, I want a lion. So that's what I'm working on. You know what I mean? Like, I'm learning how to tap into that telekinesis. Six of Cups. Yeah. It's always something to give. Like, even exchange. I feel more beastie. Debo really can't fuck with me. Debo just an insecure bully. Like, At the end of the day, Debo is places that I can go that Debo can't go just because of integrity. What the fuck? Ace of Swords. Collective is something. I feel like you gotta tell somebody something. The other day we was talking about like Gemini delivering a message with the Queen of Swords. It's summoning somebody. Come on. Somebody has to deliver a message. All I'm saying is, if you gotta deliver an ass whooping through your mouth, do it very, very kindly. Because I feel like it's an ass whooping. It's a tongue lashing. Bring that ass here. That's all I see with that. Bring that ass here. Yes, I'm glad you asked. Come on, I've been waiting. Damn. With this Ace of Swords, yeah. Whoever this is, if you've been waiting to tell somebody about this stuff, like say you decided to take some type of high road, right? And you didn't address whatever because if it was meant to be talked about, it was. Maybe you felt like you wasn't going to press an issue with somebody because it wasn't really an issue unless they made it one. Well, somebody is coming for that milk and sugar. Somebody's coming for that milk and sugar. And you're going to have to deliver that ass whooping. But the thing that I'm hearing is that the reason why you even got to deliver an ass whooping to somebody is because they had already, just being around you from jump, felt like they was getting their ass whooped. So they saying just the reason why you can be kind to them is because while telling them the truth, the reason why you can be kind to them is because it's going to hurt them anyway. And that's where they saying they want you to know your power, because somebody could have basically how they felt about you and your truth. It could have been something that made or stunted you emotionally. But don't. They want you to see it as an honor because someone wore a facade because they actually care about what you think. That don't mean that it is always good, but just see it like sometimes kids lie to their parents. You know what I mean? Like, because they got a plan on how they gonna fix it, even though it's not right in the moment. So that don't, however you decide to handle that situation, but they saying like have compassion for that person because they see you like, you know, as a wise person to them. Somebody who your words matter, you know, how you treat them matters. I'm fighting back tears right now. So, like somebody is coming ready to get their ass whooped by you, right? But I'm hearing from the spirit that because they already prepared to get their ass whooped and they not coming hiding their ass is the reason why you don't whoop it. You whoop an ass when you gotta go find them. But when they come ready to get their ass whooped, that's when you take your time to have a conversation. You don't have to use your hands. Because they already expect you to. Let's keep going. Ooh. So, yeah, because somebody knows their behavior is not, was not, will not be acceptable. And that you're not dealing with something. Maybe collective, somebody was immature, like emotionally immature. That is one of the worst ways to be. I'm telling you, emotionally immature, because those people always end up hurting themselves. And that could be why that person is coming back to you, because that person, a person who is emotionally immature, they usually blame you first for not tolerating something that they are doing to themselves. You get what I'm saying? So, I'm just saying, whatever you want to do with them. You know what I mean? Like, but somebody is coming in definitely prepared to be accountable. And we don't gotta be like everybody else in the world. Like we don't have to do what they do. We don't have to follow their rules because it's a setup. Okay? How can I address this without, I want to meet one topic and then get to the next one, because I wasn't even planning to go to the next topic. Sprinkle is not for everybody. Everything is not for everybody, right? You can always learn something from everybody, but you don't do what everybody tell you to do. That's weak as fuck, okay? Like, first, before listening to somebody or doing exactly what somebody say, you need to know why they're doing it. For example, yesterday I seen this video, and this girl, she was talking on like a little talk show or whatever the case may be, right? I just don't feel like this is a divine person's struggle, and I knew it as soon as I listened to it. She said something like, she said, I need to start dealing with people who I want to deal with, opposed to just dealing with the people who want to deal with me. Because when you deal with people who want to deal with you, you don't grow. But the person who you want to deal with, you going to have to step it up. Which, like, I understood everything that she was saying, but that just sounds like a loser to me. It sounds like a loser, because you still going to have to go back to dealing with the people who want to deal with you. Like, that sounds just like a loser ass man. Like, it's usually a loser man who behaves like that. It's not very many women who behave like that. Like, that is not a loser woman's trait. What people are calling a loser woman right now technically is like overly codependent. Overly codependent. Like, if you going to use a nigga, don't be crying. You get what I'm saying? Type shit. Like, don't just be loose out here. Like, you know, have your ducks together or whatever. Like, don't be a loser. You know what I mean? If you win some, you lose some, but you need to keep winning. And you need to be able to have the stamina to create a win on your own. So, like a loser man, like you dating people so you can grow. You don't gotta date nobody to grow. All you gotta do is experience life to grow. You don't need to be around somebody, chasing somebody, in somebody's face all the time, just so somebody can judge you, just so you can grow. You can grow through self-reflection. Like, you don't need somebody to make you feel like shit. In order for you to become a better version of yourself, just so more people can like you. Like, you could go make yourself feel like shit. You can go look at your own self. You can go watch some podcasts. And whatever your gender is, you search up what is a good this or that. And they tell you what a good this or that is, and you see all those traits that you don't have. You know what I mean? Or you search up what is a bad this or that, and you see all the traits that you do have, and you work on those things. That's how you attract better. You don't go chasing behind people so they can teach you that you're not good enough, so that you can become good enough for people who not even good enough for you, because a person who good enough for you already see your greatness when they first encounter you. Hello? They don't even got to look at you. A person who know your greatness can already know your greatness just from how you speak. You get what I'm saying? So, like, that's not the divine person's karma. That is not the divine person's karma. That was the divine person's initial karma. Liking people who didn't like them back. Trying to be something for somebody who didn't even want them, just for them to become too good for the people who pretended to be too good for them. You get what I'm saying? Divine collective, we ain't on that. We're not on that. We're not dating people just so somebody can judge us, so we can go in the fucking room and motherfucking, you know what I mean? That's a loser ass thing to do. Excuse me. You need a partner to help you with bigger shit than self fucking reflection. That's not how you settle down. Self reflection is an individual person's job. After you self reflect, now say you need some clarity after you self reflect. Like, sometimes, right? Because I can also be like very kind. When I be snappy, I be hyper aware of my snappiness. And if I care about a person, like after being snappy, I'll go check in to make sure that it's not something that hurt them. Like, people are making choices in this world. A mistake is a mistake. But if somebody decides not to care, then they don't care. And it's not your fault when sometimes people realize that they decided to not care about the wrong person. You should always pour into your own home. Seriously. What does that mean when I say that you should always pour into your own home? If you got a real good parent, you should always make sure you remember to buy them gifts. You should never let them open doors in front of you. I'm not saying that you gotta go out your way to open their door, like on the car if the car door is on the other side. But if their car door is in front of you, open it. You don't let them touch no public doors, shit like that. Like, pour back into your people. If you a parent and you got a real good child, a child who don't disrespect you, a child who notices when you falling and pick you back up, you pour back into your child. You want to know why? Because the more that you strengthen your union, the more that you strengthen yourself. And it just seemed like somebody made that mistake with you. And that's what I'm saying. Somebody really could just be coming in to apologize on a for real. Like, somebody may not even think you want them with the high priestess. And it's a good chance that you may not. Like, because once you accept the real and true dynamic of this thing, it could turn you off or it could not. You know what I mean? Because we can be realistic in love. Like, sometimes some people need to be taught, and some people have the patience to teach people and some don't. Like, it don't make you good or bad based off of what you have the patience for. But you gotta look at this person like a child. Yeah, something about a Gemini, because I seen a story that was similar to that earlier, and it was based around Gemini with the Ace of Wands or Aries or Pisces. So I don't know if you could trust the Pisces though, because Pisces did that shit way too conscious. They was way too conscious. Way too conscious. That's why if you receive an apology from a Pisces is prepared. I don't even know if you should explain yourself to the Pisces. First of all, Pisces know where they was wrong. You don't gotta tell Pisces where they was wrong. Pisces did the wrong thing on purpose. That's why Pisces is coming to apologize, because they intended to do that thing and make you feel that way. It was on purpose. But now they realize that it was wrong. So they're prepared, like, for you to push them away. Hey girl, tell me about my... Three of Wands. Yeah, somebody prepared to be left out in the cold. Somebody feel like they deserve to be left out in the cold. because what's our title? Hate bait, no unnecessary drama. Maybe this is a person who liked arguing with you. The Ace of Pentacles. It's somebody who would have did anything for you, but they kind of needed you to fight with them so that they knew that you was going to stay. Hate bait, no unnecessary drama. Remember earlier we was talking about losers. Whoever this is, they kind of feel like a loser. Because they thought they had high standards. I feel like they thought they had high standards, and that's what made them deal with you. Because you were like an upgrade. But it's just that their behavior wasn't something that was deserving of the upgrade that you are. And now they realize that. So let's see what's going on with the Angels and Ancestors deck, what they got to say to the collective. Like hate bait, what? Autumn, release the old and rest, because somebody couldn't change. I can't change. Dun, dun, dun. Even if I tried. Summer too. A crow and a bee. Both very intelligent. But with that crow, I feel like somebody was just trying to survive. With the mountains. With the mountains coming. Talking about both sides of the coin. Yeah, you probably got played by somebody who was in survival mode. So technically, like, it's all about you, and if you want to feel like you was a victim or not, because you don't gotta really look at it like you got played by that person. More so like you could say for like you played yourself, because you knew like you knew that person wasn't ready for what you was ready for, but you still tried to, you know, because of the bait. You still tried to work it. You still tried to work at something that wasn't necessarily the best for you. Wise one, grow within your current situation. I don't really wanna go off the deep end. I don't really wanna go off the deep end. Around the backseat, a lot on mine. I don't wanna think she come and relax me. Yeah. If you're a divine feminine, you know what? Even divine masculine too. I'll give you that advice too, because it'll help women. You know, you changing will help women change as well. So, like divine masculine and divine feminine, when your partner is sad, do not console them with sex. Console them with activities and different versions of intimacy, because you don't need to be exchanging that type of energy. I ain't gonna lie, like, just transmute it. Transmute it. Like, if you care about that person and you want them to feel better, just do things with them so y'all can, you know, create a more positive environment before y'all do something sexual. Like, the energy can be expelled and exercised before, you know, sexual energy is exchanged, because, oh my gosh, no. Because the man said, a lot on my mind, I don't want to think she come and relax me. Yeah. So how many people felt like they had dealt with somebody who was dealing with them, right? Because they, like, dealing with you made somebody feel better about themselves. So that's what came from a lot on my mind. I don't want to think she come and relax me. Like, what you mean a lot on my mind? You don't want to think. You have to think. I ain't gonna lie, and I'm not gonna get into a big tangent about that. I'm a Libra, and I got a lot of air in my chart, so maybe I just overvalue thinking. But I don't think that I overvalue it, because how much I think, motherfuckers is always asking me questions. So, like, But you really don't gotta ask me every question that you ask if you decided to think, right? So I'm kind of like, I don't really like when people say that. You don't want to think. You have to think. Like, if you want to be one of the most, like, if you want to have smart moves, if you want to be honcho, if you want to be alpha, you want to be like somebody who people envy, or you want to be, because a lot of people do want to be somebody who people envy, or you want to be somebody who people look up to, or something like that. Like, you have to think. You can't have somebody thinking for you. That's what Wayne said. I mean, I'm not saying what Wayne said. What Wayne said was, I got too many bitches that do anything for me, nigga, but think for me, nigga. And that, like that, a lot of men are putting themselves in situations, making themselves angrier. They don't like to think, so they go date smart women that irritate them because she always thinking. She don't gotta think for you, and then you mad because the relationship ain't work out, because she the only one thinking in the relationship, because you don't want to think, because you really got with her so she could do the thinking for you. And you want to be a boss, but then you fall every time a strong woman take herself away from you, because you keep going to her to be the thinker instead of thinking. And if you brought your thinking and her thinking to the table, y'all could actually boss up. You wouldn't keep feeling like every female that you date is a loser, because it's not true. Actually, you're going to the females that you date to make you better. You're the loser, and that's why the females keep ending up and losing positions around you, because nobody can grow around you because of the practices and the growth that you're not doing on your own self. Same way, women. Like, if you want a man to be emotionally mature, you, first of all, he's not your son. If you don't want a man controlling you, you have to realize that you cannot control a man. You cannot make him anything. Anything. But if you want a emotionally stable environment around you, you have to be an emotionally stable environment. Not what they told you it should be. Because if he created an environment for you that other people said that was appropriate, you wouldn't like it there. You get what I'm saying? So you have to create an environment that's suitable to your partner. And you have to make them comfortable within that, ladies and gentlemen. You get what I'm saying? Because the outside world can't make you happy in your house. It's outside. Did I pull something from here? What's this? Work your light. A lot of people really only cheat on their partners just so other people think they cool. Because then when people cheat on their partners just so other people could think they cool, they end up still just going back home simping to their partners. It's just like, okay, after you broke their confidence and shit like that, now you gonna go cry to them because they crying too. So they too weak to tell somebody that you cry, because you ain't want nobody to know that you was crying. But you was crying anyway. But you gotta make them cry first so that they not strong enough to talk about how you cry. Like, what? Well, you gonna keep being with somebody that's not strong enough. That's what it's gonna be. Not strong enough. You know what I mean? What's this? Soul family, calling your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. Like, what? If you don't wanna date a loser, don't be a loser. You know what I mean? Don't sprinkle if you can't handle somebody threatening to put you out every couple days. Heartless ain't for everybody. You know what I mean? You don't gotta lie to get nobody to take care of you. You can be honest, and I promise you that. Like, a lot of people, it all depends on your intentions and how you feel about yourself. Delusion is a key. You don't gotta use it as a weapon. It's just an object. Like, just believe that you're desirable, and you will be. You will align with people who also believe that you are desirable. So then you will encounter some people on the internet who tell you that not talking to the person who you deal with get you what you want. Or, lying and cheating and all that stuff get you what you want. But then you can encounter some people like me, and I'm telling you honestly and genuinely, like, I just ask for what I want and I get it. Literally. I just don't be long-term invested in bullshit, because if getting what I want mean that I'm going to have to feel some type of way or deal with a situation like as if I was sprinkling and got a motherfucker threatening me, my motherfucking security, my sanity, my stability and shit like that all the time, then I wouldn't want to be in that situation, or somebody talking to me any type of way just because you're providing something for me. You know what I mean? Like, but you don't gotta lie to get, you don't gotta lie to get what you want. You could literally just ask for what you want and people will give you what you want. Why live on an illusion of a situation? Why live in an illusion? For what? You don't benefit from that. You don't. Trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? You would be yourself. Every time I see this card, that's the answer. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? You would be yourself. Don't nobody feel like strategizing how to lie to somebody properly. Like, we can learn basic things. Like, yeah, ladies, don't be blowing him up all the time. Like, have your own life. But that's not manipulation, that's common sense. Because if somebody did that to you, you wouldn't like that. It'd be overwhelming. You'd be wondering, where the fuck is your life? Like, you know what I mean? Well, you too codependent on me. If I wasn't here, would you need somebody else just as bad as you need me? That's what you would wonder, ladies. So don't do that to him. You know what I mean? It don't gotta be manipulation. Treat people how you want to be treated. Men, if y'all don't want to be used, don't use nobody. You know what I mean? Because just like a man got needs, a woman got needs too. Where the struggle is, the struggle is. You get what I'm saying? It's always mutual. Treat people how the fuck you want to be treated. If you don't want her asking you for no money, don't ask her for no type of affection or sex. Be her friend. What's wrong with you? Be her friend. If you don't want her to be insecure about you or thinking that you a hoe every time that you step out of the room or you go behind some closed doors, don't be a hoe every time you behind closed doors with her. Hello? Like, sometimes you gotta think about how you treating people, how that shit, how it's making them feel. You know what I mean? How is it making them feel? You won't have to lie if you think about somebody else's feelings. Never forget yourself. You get what I'm saying? And put yourself first. And prioritize yourself and your needs first. But when it comes to prioritizing yourself and your needs first, you don't never gotta step on somebody just because you can. You get what I'm saying? Because that's loser shit. Star mother, how can you mother yourself? I always call it like an outer body experience, technically. I always call it an outer body experience. Like, if you was your own friend, right, and you stepped outside of yourself, and you being yourself and your friend at the same time, right? You go to yourself and you tell yourself what you're going through. So as yourself, you receiving and you hearing what you're going through. What would you say back to yourself, you know? Like, what would you say to your friend? And then you make yourself your friend and you give yourself that same advice. Not somebody who maybe you may trample over or somebody who never listens to you, but your actual friend who you value, who values you as well. That person who you don't gotta talk to them crazy because they listen when you talk the first time. And that's how you would talk to yourself about situations. I guess when maybe you feel regret because you never wasted nothing in yourself. Like, it's just strength. Love is strength. Not everybody has the strength to love. That's why they always in situations and loving you in ways that makes you feel like they're a loser. Or basically their behavior was weak or something like that. You don't have to, like, you know, you don't have to burden yourself with that. That's all I'm saying. Anything else? Council of Light, divine orchestration, helpers in subtle realms. I don't really want to go off the deep end. I don't really want to go off the deep end. And I'm still hearing that a lot on my mind. I don't want to think she come and relax me. Yeah. Ladies. Ladies. Ladies, ladies, ladies. I said it a lot on my mind. I don't want to think she come and relax me. I already said it. Ladies and gentlemen both. Do not exchange sexual energy with a loser. They want you to make them feel like they're not a fucking loser. That is a lot of validation. Your sexual energy is a lot of validation for somebody. I suggest you not give that up. If you care about that person, talk with them, watch a movie, make some dinner, you know what I'm saying, play a game or something. If that person is not mature enough to be able to do those things when they feel like a loser, then what the fuck? They just gonna keep losing. They just gonna keep losing. You gonna make that your burden? It's not. But you do not have to give your sexual energy. Because you may be dealing with somebody or have been dealing with somebody that's using your sexual energy as validation. But they still being a loser though. So it's like, at that point, it's gonna make you a loser too, collective, because it's like the shit that you putting out is no harvest. You got to have a harvest. You got to have a harvest. And the harvest can't be hate bait and unnecessary drama. Now I'm just gonna argue with this person to see if they still love me. Both of y'all cat and mouse, cat and mouse. I'm gonna pull out something from the past life oracle deck. Hate bait. No unnecessary drama. Communication is everything. If you ever want somebody to give you love, you have to give love. You have to give love. Because the best people, like the best kind of people, like if you don't give them love, they'll just give you love and then they just like won't talk to you no more. And that's gonna really suck. Because you could have experienced like a loving person. You know, good people don't become like you know. So sometimes it's best for us to change things within ourselves and try to, you know, let me see, you know. Let me see. Egypt. Somebody has to see new things. Whoever is the person who doesn't like to think has to see new things. Lessons and blessings. Yeah. Because I'm not going to take offense to nothing. I'm going to just say, like, you have to see new things. Like, you have to see new things. Because maybe if you're not a person who likes to think, you're a person who learns through action. Meaning you have to explore, you have to see things. Like, but asking questions is not going to raise your IQ. You have to like do the work. And finances, yeah. If you ever want to eat fruits for the rest of your life, you're going to have to plant a seed and water it. Hate bait. So I'm going to go back to the topic, which is hate bait. A lot of times people will insult people that maybe a lot of people don't like. For example, in a way, like say you don't like me. A lot of people don't like me. I'm going to use me, for example, right? So, like, you already don't like me. So it really don't matter what nobody say about me. Like, a chance to talk about me is a chance to talk about me. You feel what I'm saying? So it don't gotta be true. So like, you know how sometimes when I get triggered on here and somebody want to go back and forth with me on the comments or whatever, and I decide to go back and forth with them too, or whatever the case may be, right? That's gonna be the recording. That's gonna be the actual recording. But the bait, like the bait clip art, is gonna be like a video of me smoking weed with my middle finger up like this from last July. You get what I'm saying? And they gonna say, Isanjay has no discipline. You know, like, you already don't like me. So, like, you see me with weed and my middle finger in the air and shit like that, and maybe a motherfucking bottle of some tequila, like, and you see Isanjay has no discipline. When you see me going back and forth with somebody who disrespected me first, right? And you see you know they hate baited me. And I took the bait like my slow ass. And you know, you just gonna not fuck with me. You gonna not fuck with me. It don't matter that you came in to hear about me being an addict. You know what I mean? And it's not even that. It's like, man, fuck her. Like, fuck her. It was fuck her before the video. It's fuck her after. You know, I thought she was a junkie, but no, she's a bitch. So, you know, like, just watch out. Just watch out for hate bait. You know what I mean? Like, people giving you reasons to dislike somebody else. Like, I promise, you don't need no hate bait. Like, you don't need no headlines or nothing like that for to hate me. All you gotta do is, like, address me. You not gonna like me. But at least it could be personal, you know what I mean? Like, you don't gotta dislike me. You don't gotta dislike me because somebody told you to. Like, I could help you. You know, you don't gotta feel like I was a bitch to somebody else to feel like I was a bitch. I could be a bitch to you. You know what I mean? I could be a bitch to you. You don't need hate bait. You know, I could give you a real reason. Yeah, so that's all I got for this reading. As far as hate bait, like, watch out for stupid shit. Cause people gonna do stupid shit, like, and if somebody see the chance to use your negative energy and that's what they want to do, they gonna do it. So now let's see, cause I knew y'all was saying some crazy stuff in the I started seeing crazy stuff. I ain't gonna lie. It seemed like hate bait, so I ain't want to really respond while I was doing the reading, but I'm not going. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna read it. Maddox. Thanks. I knew they was going crazy in the I knew they was going crazy in the chat. I knew they was doing that. That's why I ain't read it. Yeah. But enjoy. Enjoy this reading, y'all. Hate bait, man. Like, don't let nobody finesse you out your cool. And don't let nobody finesse you away from no bags, too. That's why I'm saying, like, hate bait. Because, for example, like, you don't never want to be baited into hating somebody who will be there for you. You know what I mean? Shit, like, you don't never want to jump on the bandwagon going against somebody who would, like, really be there for you. For example, shit like everybody decided to hate Trump the first time, and then when Biden was president, they wanted to keep on begging for him or whatever the case may be. It's like you could have just took a look at that man as your own individual self, and you know, You would have figured out whether you liked him on your own. You know, you didn't let everybody else make the decisions for you. Um, and I think that's very empowering. Don't let people make decisions for you. You will never learn from anything as long as you're doing what everybody tell you to do. You know, not be your own person. And I think that's all I got to say for this video. As far as all the hate bait and stuff like that to the trolls, I just look like a child. I'm 26 years old. I've been through enough to be able to know what I'm talking about. Okay, um, but I mean, apparently, like I said, if you gotta get out there. You know, you gotta get out there. Cause there's a lot of people who look a lot younger than what they are. It's pretty normal, you know. If you get out there, you see black, just do not be cracking. So, you know, don't ever want to shy away from like doing no research or informing yourself of anything. Um, Cause black just don't crack. I'm 26. I turned 27 this year. Thank you.